As the sun sets, casting an orange glow over Music City, it is hard to not think about love, the kind that transcends time, the kind that weaves itself into the very fabric of our lives. On a day like today, we remember a love story that has touched the hearts of so many. Picture this: a young girl filled with dreams and an ambition to change her world walks into Nashville with nothing but hope in her heart. What she finds is a love that would stand the test of time, a love that would inspire songs and stories, a love that now stands as a poignant reflection of life itself. Dolly Parton, the legendary country music icon, has gifted us with countless anthems of joy and heartache. Songs like Jolene and I Will Always Love You have become etched in our memories, but behind these hits was a love story that often remained shrouded in mystery. Carl Dean, her devoted husband, passed away at the age of 82, a man who lived life mostly in the shadows, yet played an undeniable role in the radiant life of Dolly Parton. Their journey began on a warm day in 1964, outside a laundromat in Nashville. Dolly, just 18 and dreaming big, met Carl. It was not a grand or elaborate meeting, just a chance encounter that would change their lives forever. I was surprised and delighted that while he talked to me, he looked at my face, Dolly recalled, in a heartfelt testament to their connection. He seemed genuinely interested in finding out who I was and what I was about. Isn't it wonderful how some of the most beautiful stories begin in the most ordinary of places? That moment in the laundromat was the beginning of a love that would blossom over the next 6 decades. 2 years later, in a private ceremony in Ringgold, Georgia, they exchanged vows and embarked on a journey that would see them through life's ups and downs, triumphs and trials. Throughout their marriage, Carl remained a mystery to the public. With a humble demeanor, he focused on his asphalt paving business, letting Dolly shine in the spotlight. And while he stayed away from the music world, his presence was always felt. Inspired by their everyday lives, Dolly infused their relationship into her music, resulting in songs that resonate deeply with many. Jolene, perhaps one of her most famous songs, was inspired by a love story of its own. She spoke of the bank teller who had a crush on Carl and how he found humor in the situation. It's really an innocent song all around, but sounds like a dreadful one, Dolly had remarked during an interview. Their love had an essence of its own. It was a testament to companionship, laughter, and unwavering support. Carl gifted Dolly the space to grow, thrive, and create music that resonates with millions, an act that speaks to his love's quiet strength. There was a rare magic about their bond, a spirit that didn't require the validation of the public eye. It was a reminder for all of us about the beauty of love lived simply, away from the cameras. Over the years, whispers swirled around Carl's reclusiveness, with some even speculating whether he truly existed. A lot of people say there's no Carl Dean, that he's just somebody I made up to keep other people off me, Dolly playfully remarked, reinforcing the fact that true love doesn't always need an audience. Dolly often spoke about their life together, highlighting the joy Carl brought into her life and the laughter they shared. Their cozy home was not just a house but a sanctuary, a space filled with love, understanding, and mutual respect. There were no children to share their legacy, just the two of them and the songs they created together throughout the years. As we reflect on Carl Dean's life and the incredible, albeit private, journey he shared with Dolly, we are reminded of the importance of love in all its forms. Every note and lyric that Dolly sang was colored by her experiences with Carl, emotional depth, genuine affection, and an unwavering bond. In her heartfelt statement following Carl's passing, she expressed, "Carl and I spent many wonderful years together. Words can't do justice to the love we shared for over 60 years. Thank you for your prayers and sympathy." This simple yet powerful message speaks volumes about the enduring nature of their relationship. It showcases a profound truth. When we share our lives with someone, we not only impact each other's paths, but also create a story that has the ability to inspire countless others. Take a moment to reflect on your own life, on the relationships that have shaped you, the quiet moments of connection that often go unnoticed but leave an indelible mark on your heart. The world is filled with stories of love that echo the sentiments of Carl and Dolly, a reminder that the beauty of connection often lies in the simplest of gestures and the most heartfelt understandings. As we navigate through our own journeys, it's essential to cherish the people who walk alongside us, those who support our dreams, and those who make even the mundane moments feel extraordinary. Love can be a powerful force, leading us to become the best versions of ourselves while also teaching us patience and resilience. Dolly and Carl's story encourages us to reflect on what true partnership looks like, a source of strength and joy, a refuge during tough times, and a space filled with laughter and shared dreams. Life can often be unpredictable, and we may face challenges that test the fabric of our relationships. Yet, it is in these moments of difficulty that the strength of our bonds can shine the brightest. As we remember Carl Dean, let's celebrate not just the love he shared with Dolly, but also the notion of love that exists in our lives. lives too. Each relationship carries its own unique story, its own set of memories and emotions. Have you ever paused to think about the quiet moments that define your own relationships? What stories do you carry in your heart that illustrate the love you've experienced? As this chapter closes with the passing of Carl, we are left with an invitation to engage more profoundly with those around us, to nurture the connections we have, to hold on tightly to moments of joy, and to never miss an opportunity to express what someone means to us. Let us ask ourselves, how can we cultivate a love that lasts? In a world that often seems rushed and chaotic, where do we find space to create meaningful moments with our loved ones? The beauty of love is that it encourages us to be vulnerable and open, to share our hearts fully, and to trust in the journey we embark on together. As we draw our thoughts to a close, consider this. What will your love story look like? In the hustle and bustle of daily life, let's not forget that the greatest stories often emerge from compassion, kindness, and effort. Reflect, connect, and treasure every moment, because love, in all its forms, is what makes our lives rich and worthwhile. How will you embrace your story today? As the world wakes up to the news of Carl Dean's passing, it's easy to feel a profound sense of loss, not just for a man we may not have known, but for the incredible love he embodied with Dolly Parton. This is more than just a story of a famous couple. It is a journey that speaks to the core of what it means to love truly and deeply in ways that resonate beyond the public eye. Imagine, if you will, two people who live their lives intertwined, like the roots of an ancient tree, firmly planted yet growing separately. Carl, a man of few words, with a heart that was as vast as the Tennessee sky, and Dolly, a woman who wore her heart on her sleeve and painted her world in vivid colors of music and laughter. Their relationship seemed to exist in a realm that belonged to fairy tales, a place where love was nurtured quietly, away from the bustling noise of flashbulbs and glitzy award shows. They say that behind every great woman, there stands a great man, but in Dolly's case, it was more than that. Carl was not just supportive, he was her sanctuary. While the world celebrated her songs, Carl was the one who brought her back to reality, the one who reminded her of the simple joys of life. Imagine evenings spent in deep conversations, laughter echoing off the walls of their home, a space filled with warmth, family pictures, and a tapestry of memories. Conversations that would inspire lyrical nuggets, forming the foundation for songs that would touch millions. But who is to say what makes a love story great? Is it the grand gestures, or is it the small, everyday moments, the gentle smile when one partner walks into the room, sharing ice cream on a rainy day or whispering sweet nothings under a starlit sky? Dolly and Carl understood the value of these moments. They knew that while the world often seeks the spectacular, true love thrives in the ordinary. Reflect on your own life and consider those special moments. Moments that may seem trivial, but form the building blocks of a relationship. Perhaps it's the quiet Sunday morning spent together, cups of coffee in hand, or the shared glances that speak louder than words could ever convey. Dolly's songs offer us a glimpse into her world, framing Carl as an integral piece of her puzzle. Every note and lyric, infused with the essence of their shared experiences, tells us about joy, heartbreak, and everything in between. Imagine being inspired by your partner to write a song that encapsulates the complexity of human emotions. There's a unique kind of magic in that. Yet, as we delve deeper into their story, we realize that it's also about navigating life's challenges together. Like many couples, Dolly and Carl faced their share of ups and downs, whispers and judgments. Yet, they held steadfast to their bond, illustrating that the strongest love often blooms amidst adversity. Their love was a commitment, a partnership that stood the test of time and scrutiny. It's a reminder to all of us that regardless of the external noise, what truly matters is the connection we nurture with one another. As we celebrate Carl's life, we are also inspired to nurture and cherish our own relationships. It begs the question, how do we elevate our love stories? How do we ensure that the narrative we create is rich, fulfilling, and worth sharing? One of the most profound aspects of any lasting relationship is the ability to communicate openly and cherish vulnerabilities. Dolly and Carl showed us that love is not about perfection. Rather, it is about authenticity. It's the ability to love one another's flaws, to grow together, to be each other's cheerleaders while also being an anchor during storms. Relationships take work, and they require a commitment to grow together, to adapt, and to remain patient with one another. So, what can we take away from this beautiful saga? We can be inspired to create moments with our loved ones that are meaningful and lasting. Let's not wait for big life events to unfold before expressing our love. Instead, let's cherish the everyday moments, find joy in the little things, and be unafraid to embrace vulnerability. Picture a future where we pause to appreciate our relationships, where we invest time in exploring the intricacies of our connections. Let's celebrate love in all its forms, acknowledging that every relationship is unique, yet carries the same potential for profound joy and fulfillment. As we bid farewell to Carl Dean, let us carry forward the legacy of love love that he built with Dolly. Their story serves as a reminder to us all. Love is not just a feeling, it's an action, a commitment, and a journey that requires effort. So tonight, as you lay your head to rest, take a moment to reflect on your relationships. Who inspires you? Who uplifts you? And how can you cultivate more love in your life?